Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy DonDon Gaming back at it with another video. Today's video, we're going to be going over the new Shades of Packs. I think that's what they're called. Am I wrong? Maybe not. I don't know. But we have the new Shade of Packs cards here in my team, as well as that a team takeover card of this week as well. We're going to go over all these cards, the stats, badges, and also how to get them and kind of their prices as well. But before we get into it, if y'all are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, it'll be greatly appreciated. And as well as that, leave a like on the video if y'all do enjoy. But with all that being said, let's get into some of these cards. So first up, we have Jalen Duren, Jeremy Shokin, and then Paulo Banchero as the evolution cards and the rookies. Then we also have Andre Drummond, Andre Lincol, and Blake Griffin as the more main packable headline players. And then obviously we have a team takeover card with Donovan Mitchell. So getting into it, Jalen Duren, Sapphire, 83 offense, 85 defense, center power forward, 6'11", 7'5" wingspan, no hot zones, which is since he's a rookie, obviously he doesn't have any hot spots yet. 2 golds, 13 silvers, 4 golds. Great finishing badges all around. Not the greatest. He's missing fast, twitch, acrobat, posterizer, fearless finisher, but everything else on him is pretty solid. No shooting or playmaking, but pretty okay defensive badges. Stats: 83 offensive rebound, 82 defensive rebounding, pretty good. 89 speed ball, 59 ball handling, not good. Defense is definitely lackluster besides in the block, but everything else is pretty much pointless. 80 driving dunk though, which is solid enough. Standing dunk at the 80, 79 driving layup and draw foul. 73 speed and acceleration, which is actually not too bad, but definitely not the greatest as much as most people were expecting, but not bad. Good athleticism. Other than that, 35 3-pointers, you can't shoot, but mid-range, give him a shoe. He probably could be able to hit the mid-range with a 60, but that just depends on who you are. But going up to a Ruby card, he gets Rise Up and Back Down Punisher upgraded, as well as that he has Vice Grip on silver, and a lot of his defensive badges get upgraded to gold. He also gets a +4 defensive rebounding and +3 offensive rebounding. +5 draw foul, a lot better, +10 and 12 in the post moves, and 3+3 in strength, and +6 in free throw. That's the only thing that he gets upgraded. Looking at his Amethyst version though, everything else is pretty much the exact same upgraded wise. The only difference is that he gets a 26 steal, which is actually pretty helpful, and he gets a lot better in the inside scoring as well with the +5 standing and driving dunk, +8 driving layup, but everything else is pretty much the same being upgraded. Badge wise, he gets fearless finisher on silver, and he gets Pongo stick on Hall of Fame, as well as that interceptor and anchor as well. And then looking at his final ending version, his diamond, he gets Rise Up on Hall of Fame, which is honestly very nice. And that's the only badge that he gets upgraded, but his stats is really what kicks it in, which is the 6'7" offensive defensive rebounding, all 80s in the inside scoring besides in the post fade. He gets a 32 plus in the steal, which gives him a 74, which is actually very helpful. His vertical goes up +2, and that's pretty much the only thing that matters. Looking at his tendencies, he has a great block and shot contest. Everything else is pretty much garbage. Animation, he has Jalen Duren's jump shot on slow. Ugh, that's disgusting. Well, he has Joel Embiid dribble style, which isn't the greatest, but yeah, you're not going to really be able to dribble with him with the 58. But he's not the worst, but he is not the greatest. Looking at Jalen Shokin, power forward, small forward, 6'9", 7'1" wingspan, 82 offense, 85 defensive. Everything about him is basically in the mid-70s, besides in the strength with the 68, 70 stamina with this 90 and a 90 hustle, 80 driving dunk, 82 driving layup, and a 69 speed ball. Everything else is in the mid-70s. Badge-wise, the only finishing badge he has is slippery finisher. Playmaking badges, he has bailout and break starter, a little bit of playmaking badges. And defense is really where he is going to excel. Looking at his Ruby version, you get upgraded, +3 shots basically, +9 free throw, which is very helpful. Everything else gets a kind of a small 3+ boost, but the block can still get a +4. Speed with ball, 8 +3, ball handling +4. Standing there with a 75 definitely gets upgraded, but he gets a lot of playmaking badges added on to him, which is pretty helpful. Moving on to his Amethyst version, a lot more stats get evolved as well. Most of it is pretty much still the same though, nothing really new. But he does get Workhorse on Hall of Fame, and as well as that, a couple other badges are on gold and silver, as well as Pro Touch is on gold. And then his final form, which is his diamond, +7 mid-range, +8 shot close, +3 speed and acceleration. A lot better in the defensive, which gives him all mid-80s, which is absolutely amazing. Inside scoring, everything is basically decently the same besides the post moves, which get +13 boost. His ball handling gets actually really nicely upgraded, and the speed of ball gets a +5, and his rebounding also gets a +9. So he's very solid. Tendency-wise, definitely not hot, definitely terrible. Jalen, he has his own jump shot on slow. What's 2K giving all these cards slow? I get they're rookies, but they should at least have a better jump shot. But he's definitely the best rookie so far out of this set, just because of his defense and just what he can give you. Moving on to Bonfantero, here we have a center power forward, 6'10", 7-foot wingspan, 87 offense, 82 defensive. Great finishing badges all around. Definitely not missing too much unless you really want to add on like Master or Postman Technician or maybe Back Down Punisher. Everything else is pretty much fine. He has Catch and Shoot, Claymore, and Green Machine on shooting. Pretty okay playmaking badges and 3 defensive badges as well. Defensive wise though, he's definitely very lackluster, but he can definitely rebound the ball with 79, 80, 78. Pretty good speed with his 74 speed ball, 76 ball handling. Post moves are not really the greatest, but you can get away with it. You can't really get any draw fouls, which is kind of interesting enough. But he's pretty good shooting, though, with a 75 3-pointer and 72 mid-range and pretty good speed. But moving on to his Ruby card, nothing really important gets upgraded besides his rebounding and his draw fouls. That's really the only thing that really matters, and maybe driving layup. But badge-wise, he gets a lot of badges added onto silver, which is very, very solid, as well as that Vice Grip, Brick Wall, and Box Out Beast, and Break Star gets added up onto gold. Moving on to his Amethyst version, he gets a +2 mid-range, +5 hustle, +2 stamina, a lot better in the inside scoring as well, plus with the 18 block, which that's definitely going to make a big difference. He also gets Hall of Fame Pogo Stick and Brick Wall and Rebound Chaser on gold, as well as Box Out Beast. And then he gets a couple more finishing badges added onto him, as well as that he gets Green Machine on silver and Volume Shooter on silver. Final version of Bonfantero, he gets a +4 3-pointer. Okay, so this dude could probably shoot the ball. 76 mid-range, 5 vertical. Pretty good, way better in his defensive tendencies, but +3 doesn't really make a difference, but the perimeter doesn't really make a difference, but the +6 interior helps out a lot, as well as with the 7+ steal. Inside scoring, the dude's going to get bodies on everybody, as well as that 7 and 6+ in the rebounding. And then in the badge category, nothing gets upgraded besides the finishing, which basically just gives him Hall of Fame fast twitch. Tendency-wise, he gets a 90 close shot. Everything else is really, really terrible. Animations, he does have Bonfantero's release on normal, which could be pretty nice. He also has the normal leaner, which you're going to be able to use pretty well. He also does have the, I think what people said the best dribble style in the game, which is Michael Jordan dribble style, or at least one of the best. And he also has Kobe Escape, Kobe Cross, and Steph Curry behind the back. So he could actually be him. What's his dribble style again? 76. He could probably be. He's definitely the best. He's definitely the best rookie out of all these. This probably goes Bonchero, then Jeremy, and then it goes Bonchero, Jeremy, and then Jalen. That's how I would probably rank the rookies. But they're all pretty solid. Definitely not the hottest though. Moving on to Andre Drummond though, 90 all around in these stats. Center only, 6'10", 7'6" wingspan. Hot zones from the inside and as well as that from the left side and inside. But the right side is cold. 1 gold, 6 silvers, 14 golds, and 1 Hall of Fame badges. Every single badge pretty much in finishing besides Slippery, Giant Slayer, Dream Shake, and Acrobat. No shooting. Only playmaking badge he has is Vice Grip. And then defensive-wise, he's also very, very solid on him. 96 rebounding, 96, 92 rebounding, 59 speed ball, 865 ball handling. Pretty good, really good inside scoring besides with the post fade, so you're not going to be able to shoot a lot. But defensive-wise, great interior, great steal, great block. Not the greatest lateral quickness and not great perimeter. Athleticism is honestly very, very nice besides in the speed and acceleration. And obviously, we all know Andre Drummond cannot shoot the ball to save his life. Tendency-wise, though, he has a 99 shot contest, which is very, very nice. He does have 96 fouls, so all those people that be like driving on him, he's probably going to get called for fouls a lot when people drive on him. So you guys might want to be careful if y'all do run Andre Drummond. But he does have his base on normal, Joel Embiid dribble style, Kobe Escape, which is nice. But since he doesn't have good dribbles, since he doesn't have a good ball handling, he's probably not going to be able to dribble like that. But Andre Drummond, he's definitely not a bad big man, but I would definitely say he's definitely like a budget Rudy Gobert. But at least Rudy Gobert can at least shoot the mid-range, but he, not so much. Moving on to one of my favorite players of all time, Andre Kirilenko. 88 offense, 96 defense, power forward, small forward, 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. Hot zones everywhere besides from the top of the key and the wings. 1 bronze, 7 golds, 1 bronze, 7 silvers, 21 golds, and 3 Hall of Fame badges. Very nice in the finishing with Bully, Slippery, Acrobat, Pro Touch, Post Spin, and Drop Stepper. As well as that, he has 3 main shooting badges. Definitely would advise you guys to add on Blinders, Volume Shooter, Space Creator, just to kind of give him some boost. Playmaking badges, though, he's definitely very, very solid as well. And defense is obviously where this man's going to be elite. 76, 75 rebounding, 80 speed with ball, 86 ball handling, 90 plus in the defense besides with perimeter and the interior, but you can easily upgrade that. 65 driving dunk, which is not the hottest, but I've been catching bodies with diamond Curry, so 65 driving dunk is fine, but it just for a big man though, it would be nice to have him at least with the 80, but it is fine. 86, 82 draw foul, 88 driving layup. Can shoot the ball pretty lights out. Great athleticism besides in the strength and the vertical, but you can easily upgrade that to 80 if not low 80s. Tendency wise though, he is definitely probably one of the best defenders in the game right now with 85 block and shot contest, 80 take charge, 75 on ball steal, 15 and 10 hard fouls and fouls. Hayward Highsmith, I've never heard of this guy's jump shot. Who else has this? Obviously his base. Miles Bridges elbow, which I think is pretty nice. Normal release timing, normal leaner, which is pretty good. Can't really dribble at all. So Andre Kirilenko, he seems like he's going to be a very solid card. It just depends on how his jump shot works, as well as with him not being able to have too many shooting badges, how that would work. But showing the corners though, he should be green light all day. Moving on to the last player of the packable set here, we have Blake Griffin, part of Lob City, LA Clippers, stand up, 99 offense, 88 defense, 6'10", 6'11" wingspan, hustles in the right side of the wing and also in the inside. 8 golds, 5 silver, 17 golds, and 5 Hall of Fame badges. Obviously, we know Blake Griffin is a dunker like crazy, so he always has all the finishing badges that you need. Probably I don't Giant Slayer. Everything else though, not so much. Shooting badges though, he does have a pretty solid amount of shooting badges for just a big man, but he's just going to be small to run at that center position, so I advise you guys to run him at your power forward position. Playmaking badges though, he's pretty solid. I wish he had quick first step on gold at least, just to, be able to blow past people, but everything else though is pretty okay. Defensive wise though, he is pretty much all the defensive badges you probably want, but you probably would rather want probably Menace, maybe Clamps and Challenger just to help him out in the big man position, but sadly you cannot add those onto him. 90 offensive and defensive rebounding, 70 speed with ball, 79 ball handling. Defensive wise, definitely in the low 70s besides in the interior, and the low 60s with the 61 steal. But inside scoring though, no one's going to stop him. Athleticism wise, no one's going to stop him. 78 speed and acceleration. Boost that up to an 80, 81. You're solid. 83 3-pointer, 88 mid-range, so he's definitely going to catch some shooting badges, especially if you have him in the corner. Defensive and tendencies wise, he only has 86 shot tendency, but inside scoring, obviously, he's going to dunk like crazy. Blake Griffin based on normal leaner, normal dribble style, which definitely is not the hottest, but just have the Kobe Bryant escape and the Kyrie Irving behind the back. So all around though, this set I definitely would give it a pretty good 5 out of 10. I definitely do think the rookies are definitely lackluster in my opinion, as well as that Andre Drummond not being able to shoot at all. I think the best player in the set personally is Blake Griffin, and then Andre Kirilenko, and then Balo Banchero, and then Drummond, then German, and then Jalen. But that's just how I rank those cards. But moving on to the free card here, we have Donovan Mitchell himself, shooting guard, point guard, non-auctionable takeover rewards card. 94 offense, 88 defense, shooting guard, point guard, 6'1", 6'10" wingspan. Hot zones basically everywhere besides from the left corner, the left corner and the top of the key. 8 golds, 16 silver, 16 golds, and 3 Hall of Fame badges. Great finishing badges all around for a small guard. Every single shooting badge that you pretty much want besides limitless range, add that onto him. He's pretty much solid. You don't really need these 2 badges, but you could, it's not gonna hurt anything when you don't have them. But playmaking badges though, he has pretty much everything you probably would want. Vice grip will probably be pretty important. Unpluckable, needle threader. But Dimer probably don't really need it since he already has floor general. Defensive wise though, he has every single defensive badge on silver, which is pretty nice. Definitely advise you guys to add on Clamps as soon as you can. 93 speed with ball, 88 ball handling. Can't really rebound at all with the 65 and the 75 rebounding. Really good solid defense for a small guard besides with the 79 interior, but that's perfectly fine. 90 driving dunk, 9 draw foul, 89 driving layup. Great shooting, amazing athleticism besides in the strength. Since he's small, you obviously know he's not going to really do much. Tendency-wise, terrible. Donovan Mitchell based on normal. Donovan Mitchell based leaner. John Morant dribble style, which is I think is going to be very interesting to see on him. And obviously Donovan Mitchell SIGs. So all around, I think Donovan Mitchell's definitely a worth it card. But let's move on to how you can get this Donovan Mitchell. It in the 2K streets here, as you guys do not know, pack market here. These are the cards that we have. 135 for a 20 box, 67 500 for a 10 box. If you just want the specific one card of the rookies, you can get them for 15,000 in VC. Or if you want to, you can also just get them all in this easy single pack. All you guys that don't have VC or can't buy VC or no money spent players or any other kind of versions of that, you guys can easily just buy them with the 10,500 MT or the 7,500 VC. But that's how you can get all these cards. As well as that, looking over to Donovan Mitchell here, this is what you can get. This is how you get Donovan Mitchell. So you gotta complete all these agendas. So you gotta get 134 steals. That is absolutely blasphemy. I don't know who in their right mind is be able to get 134 steals in literally 6 days and 22 hours. If you do that, congratulations. But having to do 134 steals is kind of crazy for a diamond. Like, I get it's a diamond, but I'm like, that's a lot of steals. Like, that's not that easy to get steals, especially since you only have like 3 boosts to get steals. That's a lot. But you had to get 323 points with a Jazz player. If you can, guys, just get a Jazz player, which you probably, which you could probably come by a Jazz player pretty easily, or just buy it from the token market. It should not be that too bad. You guys can take it into domination. Y'all can take it into TTO on offline and just kind of score the points as that. You need 47 dunks with a shooting guard, which most people, if not all of you guys, should have Fred Jones. You guys can just use him as a free card to get the easy, dunks. Pretty simple. As well as that, you got to get 129 3-pointers with Cavaliers players. So any of you guys that locked in maybe for the Kevin Love, you guys can use Kevin Love as that guy to get the 3-pointers with, or you guys can also just use someone from the Series 1 set. And then finally, you need to get 7 double-doubles with Donovan Mitchell, Series 1 preferably. So I would suggest for you guys to go pick up that Donovan Mitchell, obviously. But the easiest way to get double-doubles, I personally would say probably go into a domination, if not a challenge, and just give him 10 points and 10 assists. Pretty simple. But other than that, that's how you get Donovan Mitchell. As well as that, here's the XP for the sets. All these, if you guys wanted to stop and look at the XP, here you guys go. The Evo requirements, though, you got to fully evolve them. You got to have the original owners to do it, though, so keep that in mind as well. And yeah, that's pretty much all you guys got here for today of my team. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If y'all did, like I said, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to if you guys are new. And with all that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.